Hello, everybody, and welcome to your February readings. Today we're gonna pick a sign at random and see who's next. And this could be your sun sign, moon sign, rising sign. You can always check those other readings for a more complete picture of the month. So let's see who's next. Oh, well, I had two come out, but one fell on the floor. So let's take Gemini. All right, welcome, Gemini. Let's see what's happening for you this month. Before I get started, I'm going to go over some brief astrology for you. I know it's February, it's love month. I'll be doing a separate reading then for love readings for Valentine's Day if anyone's interested in that. But February 1st, we have the holiday of Imbolc in the pagan religion. So that's going to be the halfway point between the winter solstice and the summer or spring solstice. But it actually begins the unofficial start of spring in the Celtic tradition. So then we have the full moon happening at 22 degrees of Cancer. In sidereal astrology, that's February 5th at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's causing a T-square to Uranus, which is the unexpected. But I'll do a more complete breakdown of that moon as well as the new moon. So February 13th at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have the sun entering sidereal Aquarius. And the following day, of course, is Valentine's Day. And the 15th, we have Neptune conjunct Venus. Now, this can be good and bad in a couple different ways. So it can create this kind of illusory, dreamy, seeing the world through rose-colored glasses, having idealistic love and romance. It could be very, very strong. It could deepen compassion and bonds between existing relationships, but there's also the potential for overlooking red flags at that time. It's a great time for creativity, doing things you love, enjoying beautiful things. Definitely want to be in a peaceful, non-confrontational environment, but you'll have a high level of compassion, could get fulfillment in charity work or caring for others, and just being drawn to anything beautiful. And you could be caught in a daydream, though, too, so watch out for that. And so Venus and Neptune are conjuncting right as they move into Pisces. Okay. And then finally, we have February 20th. That's a new moon at 7 degrees Aquarius in sidereal astrology, and that's going to be conjunct Saturn. So I'll break down those moons more completely as those days approach. So let's see what's going on for Gemini. All right, underneath the deck, we have the Chariot, the sign of Cancer. Could be something happen around that new moon on the 20th, but moving on, victory, ascension, overcoming difficulty, and card of success overall. Could be on the move physically as well. You do rule the third house of travel, transportation, communication. Let's see. Okay, the Tower. Yep. Big change coming through swiftly. That full moon is T-squaring Uranus. That's a challenging aspect, and that's the planet of the unexpected. So something could swiftly change either your living situation, as Cancer rules the fourth house of home and family. And let's see where else this reading is going. The Eight of Swords, maybe not feeling like you have many options or you don't know which way to go after such a kind of shocking event could come through your life. But there is no real restriction there. He's able to free himself and walk out from these swords at any time. The bull in the background always confused me in this deck, though, because the swords are an air sign, and that looks like Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus, though. And yeah, I feel like, again, maybe being bullheaded or stubborn about staying put or keeping things as they were, as opposed to going with the flow. Nine of Pentacles. All right, well, that's a sovereignty card. That's a single independent kind of wealth and security, Venus and Virgo. So there's a lot of things that are to be grateful for that you're surrounded by. There are things that are stable and secure in your life, despite this Tower moment coming through. And then we have, yeah, the Emperor, number 4, security, maybe. And there's another bull showing up. So Taurus, your finances could be taking off. Maybe that's the shock and surprise. And you're like, oh, what do I do with all this money? I don't know. Boy, wouldn't that be a great blessing, right? So this is, again, masculine fire, Aries energy, taking charge of a situation or taking control. maybe where there was insecurity or instability in the Tower. And the Queen of Wands, definitely glowing by the end of this month, though, right? This is the Queen of Fire, creativity. She's a boss, too, you know? She doesn't answer to anybody. She has the willpower, power to create anything she wants, okay? So Leo, Sag, Aries, you could have those aspects in your chart as well. All right, let's get a little, some astrology cards so we can get some more clues about what's going on or when we can expect these changes. But I mean, look at this beautiful, it's a power couple though, masculine and feminine sitting on their throne, well balanced. You know, maybe this Tower was previous because that was the first card in the reading, and the Chariot being under, you're moving on after this Tower event. So if you maybe made some unexpected changes in your life, this is you maybe not knowing exactly where to go at first, but after some time alone and contemplation, you find yourself in a very beneficial partnership, or perhaps getting a new job. Emperor can be a boss card too. Underneath we have Mars, move forward and defend self. All right, so protection and the moving forward as emphasized in the Chariot card. Keep it moving. So no living in the past, no being stuck this month. You're being pushed out of your comfort zone regardless, but it's only going to make you into a more powerful leader. Here we have mutable. That's your sign. Gemini, Virgo, Sag, and Pisces. Surrender, fluidity, and welcoming change. Absolutely. Go with the flow. Don't fight it, man. There's nothing to fight here. You're look at what's in the future. Conjunction, a union, a merging, and a coming together. So if some of you are getting out of a partnership, or you just came out of a rocky situation, this is saying that you have support with another person, a counterweight, a masculine to your feminine, or a feminine to your masculine energy. There's somebody here in support. And the conjunction, of course, is also the time of the new moon, and that's February 20th. So that's sun and moon conjunct, masculine and feminine. So there's a singledom, and then there's a companionship. And maybe that's what the Tower is. It's a swiftness that's like pulling you out of this lost feeling in the Eight of Swords. Just go with it though, the mutable, right? And then there's your element, Gemini, air, open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. Absolutely, stay open-minded to change, invitation, inspiration, whatever, surprises that February is going to bring. It does not look like it's going to turn out bad for you. And with Mars there, it's saying, yeah, defend your boundaries, again, against yourself too, or any urge to go back to this victim mindset, or this kind of helpless scenario where maybe you were coming from in the past. There's nothing for you back there. Okay, let's see. Underneath the deck, children, know that your children are protected. So regardless of the circumstance, again, this could be, again, protecting your inner child too. If you don't have children, your innocence is protected. Then we have competition, summon courage and self-confidence. That's very Martian energy as well. That defend self, move forward. And now we have two tigers showing up for you. Isn't that crazy? You got the eye of the tiger this month, Gemini. Your eye's on the prize. There's a lot of fearless energy here, where there once was stagnancy and maybe instability or uncertainty. This is like really focused. As long as you, again, are receptive to these changes, you could find yourself taking the situation and transmuting it into something that's really going to benefit you. All right, let's see. Your Queen of the Moon Oracle for the month, resilience. Okay, this gives me very much a Ten of Wands. When you look at that tarot card, there's a person carrying a bundle of sticks on their back, right? This is a lot of endurance, the ability to power through any situation. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? And underneath the deck, we have sovereignty. Beautiful. This is the Queen of the Moon. All right, the ultimate high priestess, ultimate feminine empowerment card. And that's also true here in the Nine of Pentacles, is often seen as that sovereign, independent feminine energy. Okay. And that's what I think is attractive about you this month. There's a lot of confidence. Again, the courage and the confidence of the tigers. to push forward. I'm gonna, I think, read about the resilience card. All right, well, I automatically, when I opened the book, it turned to the 41, the Queen of the Moon card. So you have sovereignty over your own life. Act with grace and confidence. You have the ability to unite disparate people and views, should you choose to do so. The buck stops with you. You are powerful. Act like it. The quote is, I reign over my own realm. Very true. All right. Next, then, we have for the resilience card is making mistakes builds resilience. I have learnt my lessons from the mistakes I have made. I stand strong. I am an adult and I act with self-responsibility. I am strong and resilient. Yeah, that's what builds you into this energy of the sovereignty. Learning from your mistakes. Again, not going back as I was seeing. All right, let's find out what your... I'm really curious what your archetype card is going to be then. It's a very empowering month for you, Gemini. Good for you. You don't take anybody's crap no more. All right. I feel like more and more this tower is like a blessing in disguise. It's a very fortuitous event. It could be a stroke of good luck, too. But whatever it is, it's like breaking those bonds that you saw. It's unburdening, right? And underneath that, we had the Eight of Swords. It's really cutting the ties here, the ropes that bind his arms. It's taking the blindfold off, seeing the truth about yourself and the situation. So it's freedom. We started with the Chariot card, right? And you know, I mentioned that full moon in Cancer, square Uranus, the unexpected, but I forgot Uranus is also freedom. It breaks the bonds of Saturn. It's beyond the confines of the orbit of Saturn. It doesn't answer to anybody. Like I said, in the Queen of Wands and the Emperor, there's a huge take charge energy going on. Okay. Can't get one card out here. They want to stick together. So it's tricky. I guess it's because it's a newer deck. Or maybe it's the shape. But I get chunks, so it's easier to like split it. Okay, yeah. The back side. Gnosis. Awesome. 75. I have never pulled this card. I'm really excited to read about it. Okay. Amazing. All right, the title of this card is Innermost Knowing, Mystic Truths. True knowledge is not found in facts and figures in scholarly books or library shelves. Rather, Gnosis points to the deep and timeless archetypal wisdom that rises from the felt experience of having touched the unknown with every one of the senses. Those who are drawn to Gnosis find themselves in esoteric studies, likely involving mysticism, alchemy, healing, or perhaps science. Knowing is their calling, not knowing is their job description. No matter how far the alchemists take their studies, they come to the ultimate conclusion that facts slip towards mystery, and soon the mystery results in facts. This card signifies a knowing that is life-changing. Once you experience, you are forever changed and become a guardian of Gnosis. The eternal mystery is calling you. Study your passion in the deepest way available to you. When light, contemplating the mystery, unanswerable questions. When dark, over intellectualizing and literalizing, asking others. The side notes are, this card relates to the riddle and the shapeshifter, all concern themselves with revealing mystic truths. And those who say they know, don't, and those who say they don't know, know. Great. And the tower, I almost forgot. One of the definitions of that is an epiphany. So a realization or a knowing. It could be a knowing of the power that you hold, really, and that you've never exuded it or expressed it until this month, where you step into this power of the Emperor and the Creator here in the Queen of Wands, utilizing both energies. Okay. This is a real exciting reading. Okay, let's see what your angels and ancestors have to say. Who's present here for Gemini? Okay, two of them came out. The Trader and the Great Teacher. Learn from spiritual experience. Yeah, that's what Gnosis is, right? And exchange energy to create abundance. So honing your craft, mastering your skills here in the Queen of Wands to produce and create and elevate yourself to the status of emperor. I'm going to get one more. Some of you could be becoming a great teacher. And the warrior. Be fearless and stand strong. Yeah, I mean, the Mars card here, need I say more? We've kind of the eye of the tiger energy, right? Very present. I don't think anybody can mess with you this month, and if they do, well, they'll regret it. They're going to feel like a fool. I'm not giving you license to bite anyone's head off, of course. I'm just saying, I don't think they'll feel like they can challenge you. You're just going to emit this energy that, you know, no one would dream of compromising. Okay. Codes of the seeds. The blueprint is within you. Take the next step. So this looks like a card of rebirth here. There's either a person in the womb here getting ready to be reborn, and they're saying it's within you. It's like gnosis is inner knowing. So the blueprint, this next step, whatever it is, you know what to do. You don't have to consult an outside source. You already have the answer. And underneath we have healing is happening. You are not broken. Trust the process. It is safe to soften. Okay, like I said in this resilience card, you have incredible endurance. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So this hasn't broken you. Life hasn't broken you. Okay. Let's see. In fact, it's, you know, you're being formed in the crucible, right? Okay, the Spiral Dance of the Goddess came out, number 29. Let's find that out. Okay, from a point of light unfolding, we become a soul, then incarnate into a sacred body, and our lives become a work of divine art, a speck of heavenly presence manifesting itself through dimensions of time and space, and into a life on earth made manifest. The extraordinary fact of your existence is a divine happening, as though the light of the moon is dancing not only upon the water but inside of it. Your ancient light is dipping into the mud of the earth. This is how the soul becomes a divine human in the making. As you sense yourself moving and shifting from light to dark and back again, from knowing to unknowing, you are weaving your consciousness, your destiny into sacred expression, manifesting your soul essence into the form of your life. Threading the light through the darkness without even realizing you are doing it. You are gently impregnating the matter of your body, of your life, with light. Your body and your life become luminous, radiant, and you assist others even just through your presence. That's kind of what this great teacher card is giving off, right? People look at you as a leader, as an inspiration. It sounds wonderful, and it is, yet it is not always an easy path. As the light travails through darkness, pain and suffering can arise in waves. Best to be present to it. Trust that it is not a permanent condition, and wait for the spiral to twist from dark to light again, always moving closer and closer to the purity of the center and expanding outward eternally, as though you are being inhaled by the divine, filling cosmic lungs as they reach far and wide, taking in all of life. The message of this oracle to you is that you are growing, you are bringing more of your light into form. You may be meeting obstacles in yourself and in the world, but this is because you are bringing through the light. If there were nothing happening, there would be no obstacle. Bless them as signs you are proceeding and empower them no more. You shall be. All else is just divine timing. Incredible. Okay, so you're doing the divine work. You're on your path, Gemini. This is what you're meant to do, what you're meant to be. You couldn't be this warrior. You couldn't have gained this strength without, you don't just become strong by wishing it. You have to go to the gym and exercise your muscles. That's how they grow, and that's through pain and resistance, right? Pushing through that pain. Of course, I'm using the physical metaphor, but whatever it is, it's that tearing down that makes the muscle stronger, right? Okay. Let's see what goddess guidance we can get for you this month. Since we had the spiral dance of the goddess show up, there might be a message here for Gemini. Ooh, Dana, High Priestess, you have divine knowledge that can help others through the spiritual teachings. Okay, well, some of you are spiritual teachers. Okay. There we are. All right, let's finish up with our dear little angel cards. See what the angels can tell us about Gemini this month. joy. There is joy to be had in this situation. So celebrate the beauty in your life. Adventure. Some of you are off on a new adventure. Like I said, some of you might be on the move. The Chariot card was the first one to show up in this deck. And that's definitely movement. Freedom. You're breaking free of this, this oppression, right? In the resilience card. You're getting rid of that dead weight. You're really throwing it off. Declaring your freedom. Again, Uranus, that planet of freedom, around the new moon or full moon, February 5th. Could be a massive turning point for you. Creativity, embrace your creativity. Absolutely. It's what comes from your sacral chakra. That's your the color orange, Leo. Orange is the color of Mercury. So create, express yourself, your unique signature. The world needs to see it. Tenderness. Of course, deliver everything. Be tender with yourself and tender with others. Because what do they say? Always be kind, because you never know the battle somebody else is going through. So I don't think that'll be a problem for you this month. You have a lot of compassion, Gemini. All right. Because you see, I think, yourself and other people very easily and recognize their struggle as yours. Okay. That's all I have for you this month. Take care, everybody. It's going to be a beautiful month of growth and victory for you. And hopefully I'll see you in those moon readings later. Take care and have a beautiful month. Take care. Bye-bye.